So I know that it seems like I forgot to do my vlogs, but I didn't. I was sick on the 1st, and I was so bad yesterday. I could barely even do anything, and I spent most of the day today just laying around too. It was not an easy day by any means. I am in the middle of an MS flare. I'm having a lot of RE trouble. We keep having fronts through, so my head is just not having any of this. And I don't even know what to say anymore. I keep pops passing out, and then in my brilliance, I decided in the snowstorm the other day, which is probably why I felt like crud at the end, to use the shovel to push some snow off my porch, just because I didn't want it had dripped from rain before it, so I didn't want it to freeze, and that was a bad idea. Because I pulled a muscle in my back, and then I just like pushed the snow aside. Because again, I didn't want it to freeze in a pile, and it still froze in a big fat pile, which is great. So I haven't really done anything, but just kind of stare at the TV and watch movies and stare at my Christmas decorations because I love Christmas stuff. Oh, I didn't put that wreath on. I actually have another tree over here. There's 2 of them. And then I have two little trees upstairs for my nieces. A little unicorn tree for the small one. And the older one has a tree that she's had probably for 7 years that we put up every year. These are just pop-up trees because I knew I wouldn't have the energy. I'm starting to feel kind of cruddy, and I have doctor's appointments next week. One of which is a reschedule from last week. No, this week. When I was supposed to go. It ended up being the snowstorm day, but I didn't know. When I had to cancel, I didn't know if my brother was going to be COVID positive or not, because his test wasn't back, and he has a coworker who was positive that he worked with. So we didn't know. None of us knew, because we had been around him, because he brought up my stuff from the basement for me for Christmas. None of us knew if he had been here or if he had been exposed when we were all around him. And then last week I made Thanksgiving, and everyone just did porch pickup. Annie's Kitchen Thanksgiving. Back porch pickup. And then everyone called on FaceTime, and we did a group FaceTime, and everyone just ate from their own house because we still didn't know. The one person who had COVID-like symptoms in my family had already gotten her negative test result, but the other one, my brother, hadn't. Was asymptomatic, but so was his coworker who ended up being positive. So COVID's a lot of fun. And I'm just sitting here trying not to get anything because even though I feel cruddy already, I have my infusion in, today's the 3rd, in 12 days I have my MS Med infusion, and my immune system only goes down after that. So I'm trying not to get anything because it's going to be a mess and a half. But that's going to be a 9-hour. Oh, they booked me for 9 hours. Last time I got out in 8 because I super dosed up on nausea meds. So it wasn't, we could speed it up a little faster because I just wanted to get out of there. Because it was 6 months ago, so it was more towards the beginning of COVID. And it was right after like my insurance company just started transport. That was another thing today. I scheduled my transport for next week, and I go in the system and they said I'm inactive, and they're like, when was the last time you used it? I'm like, well, last month, or definitely in October, but I think I used it last month. I did use it last month. I used it like 2 weeks ago today. So I'm very confused on how they didn't know. They had me inactive in the system. It's only been 2 weeks. I've gone months before without using it this year. So it took forever, and then we got it. The customer service person got it fixed. Then they went to schedule my ride, and then it said it wasn't fixed again, so she had to get someone else to just add rides back into my account and make me active again. I'm like, I know I haven't used all my rides. I get 60 rides a year to appointments, so like 30 round trips, 61 ways. I'm like, I know I haven't used them because of COVID. I have not been to 30 doctor's appointments this year. In a normal year, I would have been, but not this year. That's all I've really got because I am super exhausted. I did start yesterday, but I rambled for like 5 minutes and it made less sense than this one probably does. So we just went ahead and did post that. I was going to, but I decided against it. But if I can get it to edit in, I'm gonna edit in pictures of most of my decorations. We're gonna see if I can get the edit to work. But if not, then I'll just post pictures online. But that's all I got. Super boring. But I did post again. It hasn't been over a month again. So that's good.